How was it?
It was good. It's extremely productive. Great opportunity to get back on the field, continue to grow as a team, and continue to get better this upcoming season.
How you feel? I know you're a little dinged up at the end of last season. How's the health?
Oh, I feel good. Feel good. I'm 100%, and I'm just excited for this spring and another chance to get on the field and play the game I love.
Josh, when you talk about a four-quarterback competition, how do you handle that mentally coming into spring practice, knowing you're competing against 3 other guys every day?
Our goal as a position group and as a team is to come out every day, compete, and make sure we're consistent in our performance. We're just working hard, continue to grow as a team. It's our second year in the offense, so it's a great chance to continue to build on where we left off last year.
What steps do you feel like you took from the end of last season until now, these last couple months?
Me, as long as many other players on the team, we've been coming in, putting in extra time outside of just our standard workouts, whereas is timing, getting stronger, watching film, just improving on our mistakes from last year to grow as a team.
How different is it to think of a competition as kind of a four-way thing? Normally it's maybe man against man, one-on-one, best guy wins. But is it different when it's 4 guys? It just seems like it's a lot to think about.
No, it's not. Your goal is just go out when you get your reps. You just want to do the best you can and want to stay consistent. So that's the goal. That's what I do every time I step in for my reps.
Having gotten a few starts last year, how much do you think that's helped you in just in your growth development, having gotten a little bit of playing experience, game experience last season?
It's helped a lot. And just seeing things and just knowing what's going to happen. I mean, game experience is extremely valuable, and practice experience is the same thing. So it's great to have film to go back and watch to see where I need to improve on, and then work on that throughout the spring and then into the summer.
How much more productive was maybe this first spring practice as compared to last year when nobody knew what really to expect?
I wasn't here for the last year's spring practice. I came in the summer, so. But from what the coaches have been saying, they said that this was a great spring practice. We know our stuff and we're doing well. We're not where we need to be, but we're getting there.
What aspects of your training from in December, training with your personal quarterback coach and training with Jake and come spring practice, what philosophies between the two do you put together?
They have a lot of common. Football is a very similar game. They both talk to me about my footwork, just continue to grow in the pocket, and then also just continue to grow into my knowledge of the game. So the entire offense has been getting together just to understand what each position group is thinking about to grow as a unit.
How much maybe slower do you expect the game to move? I know y'all haven't put on pads yet this spring, but from last year, guys flying around at you, you thought you might redshirt and then you're playing. Do things seem slower now?
They do, and once you get game experience, everything's just going to slow down. It also comes from just knowing what the defense is thinking and watching film, just being in their minds. And once you're in their minds, you know where to attack them and how to attack them. So I think last year's game experience and then film and everything was huge.
So you can feel yourself maybe being a little different mentally in terms of maybe not a billion thoughts running through your head when you get the ball.
Right, and I wouldn't say like a billion thoughts, but I mean the game definitely has slowed down for sure.
Josh, you have the couple of young guys, Josh Malone and Vaughn Pearson. What can they add to the offense, and what did you see out of them early on today?
A lot. They had a great practice today. They're growing in their position. They're understanding the offense. They're picking up on it well. So I'm extremely excited of what they can bring to our offense.
Can they bring a new add of explosiveness and athleticism maybe that was missing a little bit last year?
Oh yeah, last year we had great athletes, so it was always great to get more great athletes. So I know adding them with Marquez North and Jason Kroom and J.J. Johnson and many other receivers we have and Josh Smith, I think would be awesome.
Did your approach change any this spring, knowing that you don't have a seasoned offensive line ahead of you as you prepare to go into the summer and into the fall?
I wouldn't say that. Our offensive line has done a great job of improving and understanding the things and getting in the film room and watching last year's own linemen and learning. So I think this offensive line is going to be very good for us. They've been doing a great job throughout the offseason.
Josh, you and Riley have been in the program now for a little while. Is it you guys feel older? Do you not feel like freshmen anymore?
I would say that being in the program almost a year now, it makes you grow up fast, especially playing last year. It makes you grow up fast. So now knowing, I know this is my first spring, but now knowing what the coaches are looking for and how practice is going to go, I think that's great.
How does that change maybe the competition? Because last year, you and Riley were coming in there kind of late, and now all 4 of you guys are maybe been here for a while and kind of know. How does that help you guys push each other?
It helps us push each other a lot because we're all out there competing against each other, and when one person competing against another, it's just going to make the next person better. So I think it will be great for our quarterbacks, for all of us, just to grow as players.
Butch said there was a vivid difference in you putting on 30 pounds. How has that changed your game physically?
I don't know if it was 30 pounds. It was like 10 to 15, but I think that changes my game a lot. Just being bigger and just being a bigger presence, I think that's huge, especially playing the SEC, especially with how physical it is.
Just adding weight like that, I mean, how does that affect maybe your arm strength? Because I know that's something that you wanted to work on this offseason after last year.
It helps because most of the way I've added is muscle, so that can only help, so only can go up from there.
What's your weight at now?
I'm at I weighed in at 213, 210, 213.
You guys kind of had the injury bug last year at quarterback. Your guys just going down. What was it like just to have full field back out there?
It was great just to be out there with all four of us out there running the offense and competing. So it was awesome to get that back because we haven't had it in a while. So it was good. It was great for the offense as well.
Were there any of the young guys that caught your eye today?
Vaughn Pearson did a great job. Josh Malone did a great job. All of the new guys did a great job. They picked up the offense extremely well, and they did a great job executing today. And they have room for improvement just like all of us. So I think the spring will be huge.